Most people dread the moment a project calls for sanding tight curves or concave edges, because it usually means hours of tedious hand sanding. That is where this little spindle sander attachment comes in. It is essentially a way to turn any standard power drill into a dedicated contour sander. And honestly, it is one of those tools that makes you wonder why you didn't pick one up sooner. The setup is straightforward enough. It uses a universal 1/4-inch hex shank, so if you have a drill sitting in your workshop, you are already halfway there. What really sets this apart from the typical drill-mounted sanding drums is the handle. Most attachments just stick out of the chuck, leaving you to wrestle with the drill's weight while trying to keep your angle steady. Having that extra grip allows for a two-handed approach, which gives you a surprising amount of control when you are working on delicate pieces or trying to smooth out a tricky transition on a piece of furniture. It feels solid in the hand, and the rubber drums hold the sleeves firmly without that annoying slipping you sometimes get with cheaper alternatives. The kit comes with 2 different drum sizes and a handful of aluminum oxide sleeves, which is a decent starting point for most hobbyists. Now, here is the reality of using it. Because it is powered by a drill, you are at the mercy of your drill's trigger. If you have a drill with a sensitive speed control, you can get some really nice, consistent results. However, if your drill is a bit jumpy at low speeds, you might find yourself fighting it a little bit on finer work. It is not a replacement for a heavy-duty stationary spindle sander, obviously, but for the price and the sheer convenience of being able to toss it in a drawer when you are done, it is hard to argue with. One minor gripe is that changing the sleeves can be a bit fiddly until you get the hang of the tension mechanism, but that is pretty standard for this type of gear. It is not going to change your life, but for anyone doing DIY woodworking or instrument building, it turns a chore into something that actually feels manageable. If you are tired of your fingers getting sore from manual sanding blocks, this is a pretty smart way to save yourself some time and frustration without breaking the bank. It is a simple, effective little addition to the toolbox that does exactly what it claims to do, and sometimes that is all you really need.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.